Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with Watch Me Play It Solo, Crisis and Control expansion for Hegemony. Lead your class to victory. My original plan was to do this playing as a state against the automated versions of the other three classes, but that is a bit too overwhelming. So I'm going to be playing as the capitalist class against the automated workers. So it doesn't specify, but I imagine the preparation phase stuff still happens. But anyway, we do the two-player setup. I have my capital business market over here because there's no middle class stuff happening. So I kind of need to save space next to the capitalist board for any storage units that I need. I really need more table space to work with on these games. But anyway, um, so round one, no preparation phase. Action phase, starting with the working class. So the way the whole Automa works is we'll flip over the card and do the first thing that can apply. Before this happens, we check for any applicable free action stuff that can happen. So, like if they had for the working class enough healthcare, education, or luxury, they could spend it right now. If they could swap workers, they could do so right now. No benefits, no loans. Okay. So for simple mode, we just review the action criteria to see what can be done. So you must be able to buy at least one of the three resources in a quantity that will allow you to increase your prosperity. So, um, 4B healthcare is currently 5. So, education is currently 30. Alright. So we have a buy goods and services criteria checklist. If there's anything that's free, look at that. If they have 3 or more unemployed, unskilled workers, education, we don't have that criteria. Cheapest, it will exclude healthcare if it will lead to a population increase and other options are available. So right now the cheapest is healthcare from public. So it's going to pull from that. In addition, with the specific Automa card, you can only buy for public services this turn. If you do, the state gives you 5 money for each of your unemployed workers first. So, extra $5. And then it takes 3 for the population bump. So, spend 15 to the state. And we now have healthcare. So, free action. There were no free actions taken before their action. Yeah. And it's taking the free action to spend the 3 healthcare and permanently increase population by 1. Schultz raises prosperity. And also gets them 2 victory points. And it's a new unskilled worker. And I believe every time you move to a new prosperity level, you get the points that were there in that circle. So that was their turn. Okay. So we go to the capitalists. I actually have to make decisions now. We're playing with the little secret objectives, or the hidden agendas. I've chosen to take a diversified portfolio. So my goal is to get at least 2 companies in each industry. I have these options to work with. So let's remember what my stuff is for this. You can build so if we build a business, I believe we'll get the workers assigned to it immediately. It has been a while since I've looked over this game, so bear with me. Build company. If the workers are unemployed, who could fill all the slots, you may assign them and commit them. For slots requiring unskilled workers, you must choose skilled workers if able, and then you can lose the skilled workers if needed. So we'll build a publishing house. That'll cost. Alternatively, instead of normally building it would be like discarding, require discarding the card as a basic action. Let's see. We're going to do business expansion. Build 2 companies, then add 2 new companies to the market. So, publishing house for sure. And we'll build another shopping mall. So that'll cost 28 out of my 100. My starting 120. So we need 72 and change. Goes into revenue. Yeah. Always move around if needed. Opens up clinic and university as options. The publishing house is filled up and committed for employment. Okay. Need cubes, keep track of wages. Okay. Let's start out there. Any free actions I can do, that would help. prices, wages, storage. Nah. Okay. So it'll go back to the Automa workers. Okay. So we're back to checking goods and services. There are no free goods. We skip over the unemployed, unskilled workers. Cheapest. They can't really. I don't think they can afford any of that. Let's see here. So one remains. Do they buy influence? Is a good question. Okay. Right. They will buy to influence then. Goes to the state. Actually, they don't buy influence. Never mind. They don't. Either health, education, or luxury. Yeah, they do not do that. They don't have enough to buy the education that would immediately bump them up on prosperity. So, let's see here. Instead, we'll go to proposed bill. The marker. Can they improve welfare state education? They can. They can push it out of where it is towards socialism. So they're going to propose that bill. Okay. And that was their second move. Okay. So back to the capitalists. Let's see here. No free actions that I want to do just yet. Let's see here. Could make the business deal because we pay the 70. We skip the tariffs by putting on the free trade zone, and then sell it in the other market and make some profit off of that. So, to do it as a basic action, we'll have to discard one of our cards. Investment opportunities, exit strategy, tap into new markets, change of government, agenda, foreign market insights, offshore companies. We will discard exit strategy. And then spend the 70 for 7 food and 5 luxury. Helpful little trays of tokens. So we'll store those on the free trade zone. Just like that. And that's been done for the round. Okay. Selling to the foreign market, it will be an action on a future turn. Okay. And yeah, I think that was it. So that was my second action. Back to the workers for their third. So they're going to prioritize the yellow. Assign workers. There's no workers to assign. So it goes to propose bill. They still have bill markers available. And welfare state healthcare. Okay. And that was their third action for the round. Okay. Alright, third action for the capitalists. We're running low on cash here. So let's go ahead and discard foreign market insight and instead use it towards the basic action of sell to the foreign market. So we've got 7 and 8. Fulfill both of the food exports and the 7 luxury goods. So there's 90, 125 total. Big money. That will be taxed on later, but and we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay. So back to the Automa player for their fourth action. Right, they have no free stuff to do. So, proposed bill. This is the third bill that they can do for this round. And because it's their first action, see here. Yeah, those were not the first ones. Labor market. Okay. To propose a bill this turn, call for an immediate vote without spending influence. So, preparing for the elections. We have the bag of cubes that was filled up already at the start of the game with 8 of each, including the middle class. Right. A little reminder. Anyway. Okay. So remembering how to do the elections. Refill bag. Each class adds voting cubes. Half of the operational companies for the capitalists is 3. Okay. Working class is half their population rounded up. There's 2. Okay. Okay. So those will get added in. So immediate vote on the labor market. So, let's see. So they would want to vote in favor of it. We cannot afford to pay that. So, well, capitalists will be voting against it. Okay. If during election the Automa has any influence. So first they'll have to see whether they're on the winning side or not. Okay. So first, let's just go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, and of course we screw up on that. Actually, I think with the immediate vote, hold on. The immediate vote. Let's see here. That's only during the election phase. I think immediate votes, when they happen, don't add anything just yet. It's the election phase that adds more. Yeah. So this is an immediate vote for the labor market. 2, 3, 4. One more. Okay. And fill. Okay. The AI does not have enough influence to alter the outcome, so they're not going to spend the influence. So that vote failed. And because their vote failed, their cube goes back in. And it is now to my fourth action. Because I lost 3 cubes out of there. I want to open up more foreign trade options. So we're going to go ahead and play tap into new markets. Add 2 voting cubes to the bag. And then propose a bill for foreign trade. Let's open things up a little bit more. Okay. Any free actions? Should I expect to improve storage at all? Is it worth it? 4 food, 6 tree. I guess not. Alright, well, working class Automa, last action for the round. They have no workers to assign. They have no goods to buy because education is still out of their reach, money wise. Proposed bill. They do have the marker left. Except that welfare states, healthcare are already in place. Foreign trade is not open, so because I already have the bill there. So they go to strike. One of the following conditions must apply. Labor market is in 2C. It's not. Labor market is in 2B. And there are at least 2 trade unions. In order for a trade union to be built or established, there has to already be 4 working class people already in that industry. And then it takes a skilled worker to become the trade union leader. Okay. So they're going to skip that. So it goes to their special action. If able, give $20 to the capitalist class and get 5 victory points. Yeah. And then if for some reason they couldn't do their special action, they get to apply political pressure. Okay. So I've got one last thing I can do. I can discard a card and increase political pressure by 3. Or we can do offshore companies and protect my money. Move half of your revenue rounded down to your capital. So 167 is 133. So I need to break that 20 down to 10, 5, and there we go. So 133. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait. Break the 100 down into 250s. There we go. $166, 133, or 60. Well, 83. I'm not mathing correctly today. That is not how things are supposed to go. Okay. It's discarded. Free actions. Change prices on anything. Yeah. Okay. So that was the action phase. Let's go ahead and do the next major step of this production phase. Produce goods and services. So, for food, 6 luxury, 3 influence, which will be a gigantic help. Okay. And then the state will produce 4 healthcare and 4 education. Wages. The workers are getting 20, 40 in total from the state. So we need to break up their money. So $40 from the states, and then the capitalists have to pay the workers. 20, 40, 65. So let's see. Break that down. If I ever didn't have enough in the revenue, I'd have to pay out of the capital, and that would have been a gigantic pain in the ass. So they get their money. Okay. And then cover needs. They now have to buy 3 food. And we do have 3 food for 12. So, 12 each, so 36. Okay. So, 4 and change. And the 3 food, which they then spend to cover their food needs. Check IMF. The state is not broke, so all good there. Pay taxes. So, capitalist employment tax of 5 times their companies. Do the companies have to be functional? Operational companies. Automated count, but regular companies without workers are not operational. So 1, 2, 3 times 5 is 15. Okay. And then the revenue so we do pay the employment tax first, and then we pay based on the little corporate tax chart. We have $40 in revenue. So 3A is 12. Okay. So we break that down to shit. I'll pick that up later. Okay. And pay that to the state. Okay. Working class. Goes off their little general aid chart here. Is 2B and 3A is 4 times their population level is 3. They also pay 12 to the state. Alright. Okay. Taxes are done. Elections phase. Alright. So, operational companies. So that's only 2. And it's rounded up. Population, also rounded up, is 2. In a 2-player game, middle class is not controlled by a player. Still at 5 cubes. Alright. Just to keep things up in the air. A lot of crap. Alright. Shake. Yeah. Alright. There's no one policy. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, obviously the workers want free stuff, and the capitalists would rather not have that happen. Because also it means bigger taxes. Okay. So, we draw 5. Oop, one too many. 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay. So, yays by by 1. Okay, so spending influence while winning. So, the way they try to anticipate the potential for players. So, the first turn of the Automa needs to draw any cards. They don't state the amount of influence they spend. Does not spend any influence. Let's see. Is winning. The other side has more than needed to win. Because we're definitely going to spend that 3 influence and make absolutely sure. Because that's just making the taxes worse. So, draw X where X equals the difference plus 1. So, let's see here. Their total minus negative 1. So, I don't know. I'm sorry I'm struggling with this. It's just kind of the pain. I mean, okay. It's not enough to alter. It's to be determined at the same time. Spay influence of winning has exact need to win. 1 has more influence than needed to win. Draw X. It's the end of the total. Minus needed to win. See, I don't know. They could just draw one and maybe try to guarantee whether or not they burn their influence. I don't know. Because I'm definitely burning mine to make absolutely sure this does not pass. So they don't win. They don't get that. They do get their cubes back in. But I lose mine. Here is, again, they're voting for, voting against. Now, this might actually matter for the influence. No. Yes. They could still potentially win on a tie. So I'm going to losing. You other side has more. Okay. Exact needed to win. Okay. Can guarantee it. Can guarantee it. The only player to side with it. You other side has. Exact needed to win. Other side has influence, and you have exactly enough needed to win. Again, how the hell do I mix? Okay. Determined. If the Automa needs to draw any cards, then humans. Okay, so has influence. Would need one. So yeah, let's say they would have to check. They'd spend it, and then it would amount to nothing. They would get their cube back in there, for sure. But they've been foiled there. The question is whether they want foreign trade to open up or not. What is their priority on signing skilled worker? Strike token. How do I know? I want to know what they want. Sign workers. Choose inside. They only support a bill if it's to whatever they're favoring. Otherwise, they'll just vote against it. So this is something I'm voting for. They're voting, let's say they're voting against it. Okay. So we draw another 5. Nobody has any influence. Oops. Keep drawing one too many. There. And they shoot it down. And have nothing to affect that. So it's a failed change of policy. Okay. So scoring phase, and they've got no trade unions going. Check capital and score wealth. So move your revenue to your capital. Gain points. based on the wealth. So we've got $111. So here, so that's 5. And then every space moved to there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that puts us up to 20. Okay. There's no state stuff happening. So that'll move it to round 2. And we'll do all the preparation stuff. And we'll probably consolidate some of these down. And I'll probably try to finish this solo session. Maybe tomorrow. But for now, that's my demonstration of one turn, one round in Hegemony, the Crisis and Control expansion. Yeah, there's a whole alternative approach to the Automa that's like uses these little cards with specific actions and policies that I might experiment with as well. But yeah, I think for now it's gonna just I'll probably finish it tomorrow and post the results. But I think this is an interesting solo experience. I think definitely want to go for set up a day and time and do the crazy play as a stand against automated everyone else sometime. Alright, but thank you very much for watching. This is probably it for solo play until I find some bootstrapped solo mode stuff for the other games that I have. So maybe I can start looking soon. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus. I'll see you next time.